So this is the first poem in, well, it's not technically the first poem in this series that I'm doing. It's like the first proper part of this series that's about depression. So this poem is like about a day that I had that was a interesting collision of like societal expectations on women and also my shitty mental health. And so it's just sort of like, this poem is kind of about that place where those things commingle. Part 1. In the storefront window of a local secondhand shop, there is a beautiful green dress. I have been coveting it for over a month. I feel self-conscious of my covetousness, of my materialism, but I rarely feel pretty or feminine. No partner's kind words will so quickly undo what all of the other's actions have done. I like to imagine myself in that dress feeling like a woman and beautiful, not androgynous and other. I know I did this to myself. I groomed me into something feeling strong, something feeling fierce, something that intimidates and fights back. This is how I claimed me again, pierced and inked to mark my trail, but sometimes I want nothing more than to be accepted and seen as someone unother. I have learned that in a dress as beautiful as that, I have a chance to be a beautiful woman, but that to be a beautiful woman, I must sacrifice carefully cultivated strengths. Even if I could, I would not buff away my tattoos. I am unwilling to lose the piercings. I will not fit into that dress, but I want to try, a snakeskin to don and make believe that I am a beautiful woman embraced. I will buy the dress with a small sum I made selling a story this summer, and I will put it on and surprise my boyfriend at his next gig. I will savor the rotation of hunger and captivation in his eyes. I will feel special and good. Part 2. I receive an email. Time has come once again to pay an installment on the dreaded student loans. My stomach falls. Since losing my job in December, I've been trying to find another and resisting the voice that tells me to return to loathed fast food jobs where I will hate me, hate my coworkers, hate my bosses, hate my customers, just like I did before. I followed the plan. University, honors degree, 4.07 GPA, study abroad. No one cares about experience, education, or skills, only wants proficiency in boot licking and ass kissing. I am learning, and I'm too proud to accept going back to where I was before. I still hate myself. Spoiled, entitled, brat. I just don't want to go back. I never wanted to come back. My savings pad me. I've been very careful. For the moment, I can afford to be picky. I am lucky in my home, the friend and family that took me in like an orphan off the street. For the moment, I can be picky. It only means no fruitless indulgences. I only want to feel comfortable in my skin. Part 3. Sometimes I want to peel my skin off and leave it behind. Typically those days, the sadness throbs in my fingers, aching, so that I try to pull them off and toss them in the fire. Without my skin, I could crawl away, unravel intestines and viscera, and put them on display. Look at what's inside of me, I'd say. Look at what's been hiding there the whole time. I cannot peel off my skin, nor crawl away, nor hide in a cave. I will try to be human, though I do not feel very human today. I will bide the time wondering how such small things can break right through like bolts from a crossbow. I guess bolts from a crossbow can be small too. In the end, I will be proud of myself. Almost. For giving it such a valiant try. I am a sparrow flying against the wind until I am unwittingly the butt of the joke. In front of the whole room, every drunken one of them. I am the joke, no delicate flower. I am unladylike. I am not a keeper. I should not be wanted nor longed for. And in this state, I have a hard time disagreeing. My boyfriend goes along with the joke to avoid ruining the bit, and I no longer regret not buying the dress. I don't want to put it on for him. I no longer even want to put it on for me. It was a silly fantasy, a little girl playing dress up, making believe to be something that was never me. To animal, to beautiful woman be, to incline toward fighting, I've taught myself how to be unsilenced in the face of the overbearing, the silencing, but here I cannot speak. Frozen like the grass in winter under the heel of some unnoticing boot, I am the butt of the joke, and I am alone.
Oh.